A severe weather outbreak is possible tomorrow. We have our first sign of a major cold blast for the central and eastern United States as we enter November, and models point towards a possible tropical cyclone forming in the Caribbean within the next 6 days. It's October 17th, 2025. Let's get into the weather updates. As I said, the Storm Prediction Center has given us a large marginal and slight risk for severe weather. This includes a large portion of Dixie Alley. We're talking the Mississippi, Tennessee, and Ohio valleys. And while wind and hail are almost always a threat with severe weather, this is what concerns us. We have a large 2 and 5% risk for tornadoes. With that 5% tornado risk encompassing much of Arkansas, northern Louisiana, western Kentucky, southern Illinois, and southeastern Missouri. Although remember, these risk zones can shift and sometimes you can actually see tornadoes form outside of them. Our latest run of the Rufus model is pretty aggressive. You can see some potential supercell formation up here through Illinois, down through Missouri, and then across Arkansas, and like I said, down here through northern Mississippi as well. We could even get eastern Texas involved. This would mainly be a Saturday afternoon and evening event. While our potential CAPE numbers for this severe weather event initially weren't looking very high, each newer model run has consistently begun to show a little bit more instability through especially portions of western Arkansas, southern Missouri, and northeastern Texas. And if we simply take a look at what's going on with our low-level jet, our 850 millibar jet, this is the jet that can give us that strong wind shear that really helps to produce tornadoes. You can clearly see this vorticity down near the surface. We have a lot of rotation down here at the base of the jet, which is where the SPC has given us that 5% risk for tornadoes. So if you're in this area tomorrow, have a way to receive weather alerts and stay weather aware. And by the way, with this storm system, we are expecting a lot of precipitation out east over the next 72 hours, pretty much for everyone except for really Virginia down through Florida. We will continue to see the transition between above average and below average temperatures as we move through at least the next 7 to 10 days. Although as we get to the end of the latest GFS run, it does show a major cold blast for portions of the plains and out east, as you can see right here. Now it's at the end of the run, so things will change, but as I've been saying in my videos and lives when people ask me questions, we expect with the way our atmosphere is setting up right now, the Enso cycle we're in and the SST anomalies that we're seeing, a pretty cold transition in November, potentially early November as well. So when I see signs of these major cooldowns out east, especially in these regions, I take them pretty seriously because it's only a matter of time before we have these longer stretches of well below average air taking over portions of the US, I think especially through the central and eastern US. And how cold would a cold blast like this be? Well, we're talking wind chills potentially in northern Georgia down to 28 degrees. End of the run, we're not going to see this play out exactly like this, but with the atmospheric setup we have, I do think some major cold blasts are in our future. And multiple models are seeing potential tropical cyclogenesis in the Caribbean within the next 6 days. I spoke about this in a lot of my videos and on live. There's not a lot of wind shear in the Caribbean. The waters are very warm and the air is extremely moist as well. It is primed for tropical development. The question is, if we do get something forming, will it move out into the Atlantic or could it threaten the Gulf and southeastern states? I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every day and I try and stream 5 days a week to answer all of your weather related questions. And I likely am getting on live right after I post this video, so I'll see you there, or I'll see you in the next video.